from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just... It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he's a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll rifle this one deep right side. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mariota. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete on the deep ball. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Noah Gray, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he'll look downfield for Waller. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play fake. Mahomes on the move to his left. And that will be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. With it is Jackson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Makes the score out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for KC.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Logan. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes steps away. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Mariota to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mariota. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Mariota now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Third and short yardage. Mariota eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up first and goal.
Throwing is Mariota. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 28-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Mariota. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here's Mariota. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Gurley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Gurley again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And the Raiders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And some room to roam now. It's a big play there for Vegas. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
they've got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. Mariota now. Rolling to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Mahomes now on first down. They complete it to Hill. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. Uses the stiff arm. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Jackson to return. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
This was payback for the last time we played. I wish the Sean Jackson didn't get so tired right now. I wanted to hit 50. Look at that move. And then we out.
They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, the win moves them to 12.
Josh Jacobs, the man.
And they'll get another
Best
road test
believe.
next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs,
This game consists of a whole lot of turnovers.
At a playoff berth,
as y'all seen,
as they drop to 4-9, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
I played the Chiefs well, man. The game consists of a lot of turnovers. Me and him combined for 10 turnovers, plus a fumble from Mariota, so 11. 11 turnovers. He got 7 interceptions. My defense was phenomenal. I was not playing with him. I threw 3 picks, threw 3 Stevies. One of these was supposed to be a touchdown, but, babe, shit happened. We got 7 picks. And you know who got the most? My boy, my user. You feel me? But good game by the Chiefs. I'm looking to go to end the playoffs with this game. Just one loss. Josh Jacobs had a fucking game. I didn't expect him to have such a great game today, but he had a fucking game. And you know what? And he only got 89 speed. I gotta get him on speed. I got to. Adding speed to him? What? If I can get speed to him, he would be probably the best back in the league. But 12-1, you feel me? We got Browns, then we got Broncos. Let's look at Josh Jacobs' stats again. 244 yards, 28 attempts. Marcus Mariota 3 for 18. I got Daniel C.H. to the carry. I got 3 for 4 for Gurley. He got 2 touchdowns. I put the Gurley for the first time since I got him. So yeah. The Browns are 0-12, so that's gonna be an easy one. The Broncos are 8-5. The Colts are, what's the Colts record? So the Colts, the Colts 4-9. What do they ask me? I clinched. Did I clinch? I think I cleansed. No Casey Hayward this week. And we got a dub. I'm looking to go to the Super Bowl. Oh, they Broncos. You see? Oh yeah.
Come on, again. I played another thing. You start off with takeover. Once you shoot a takeover, you get cold, and then you get take in 48 seconds. You get takeover again.
What event?
The event, the fire and ice.
Alright.
I couldn't get my garbage. I couldn't get my garbage. I got sharp tape.
Call Kali.
He home?
Yeah, he on me. He quit.
Yeah, sir.
Huh?
Oh, here. I was blowing my shit up last night.